Okay, this is going to be a long, detailed video of John Deere 6 Series range, transmission, and differential assemblies. So we've struggled selling these for a long time. And when a guy needs one, we seem to sell it every single time because it's such a labor-intensive job to replace. You know, if you've got a busted, a lot of these we see bust right here from a side mower or whatever happens. We had a guy that was doing somehow he got caught between a tree and something the other day, and anyway, we sold one. But it just takes, we'll spend half a day every single time trying to figure these out. So we had about 50 total off. They were stored in a warehouse, sent them over to the rebuild shop, and we've been doing R&D work on them. So what I'm going to show you here is what information we need from you, and then also what to expect when you're buying something. So the number one thing we need is this serial number right here off of your differential case. Now, it's rare for one to be knocked off, but it can happen. Or if your differential case has been changed out at one time, maybe somebody didn't reinstall it. From there, we'll have to do a little bit of work, a little bit more work. But if you can get us this, it's pretty easy. We know what transmission you have, we know what ring and pinion you have, and it makes it a lot easier. We've even figured out if we don't have the ring and pinion, the exact ratio you need, that we can change the MFWD clutch assembly or the gears in it, that it still works for your tractor. So, main thing of this video is how we're selling them, what to expect. So here we've got one that we actually have rebuilt. So it's been completely disassembled, cleaned, inspected, reassembled back together, and it's going to have a premium price. When you get into some of our older stock, they've all been stored inside, but some were disassembled different ways, and the cleanliness of them is going to be different. So here we got one that's pretty clean, but it's got a little bit of flash rust, which doesn't bother us. It's just on the brakes. Excuse me, because when you look inside, everything's got oil all over it, and everything looks good. Ring and pinion looks fine. And what we'll do is, when we match one up that you need, then we'll inspect that one, inspect the synchronizers, inspect the ring and pinion, everything that we need to do to make sure it's good, and get you fixed up. Transmissions like these that are good but just dirty, so there's different levels of dirty. You know, it can be dirty from a fire, which again doesn't necessarily hurt it, but somebody's going to have to swap out the shift valve. Excuse me again. And there could be bearings to replace here. So maybe this is a donor. You know, maybe this is one that's discounted, and if you needed all the parts and you're the guy that wants to fix your own, instead of outsourcing every single piece, you know, we'd price this one as just round numbers. If this is a $10,000 transmission, and if this one's a $9,000, and this is $8,000, you know, and that's $7,000, just randomly throwing some numbers out, we think about it in labor time. Someone has to spend more labor time to get that fixed, so we're willing to discount those. We're not willing to discount the ones that we've already rebuilt, but we've got 50-ish transmissions. They've all been stored inside, and we don't want to wash them. You know, it makes no sense to try to make this transmission here look like this one, because all we're going to do is put water into it and make more contamination. We have done a better job going, you know, in the last year or so, we've done a lot better job of how we pre-clean the tractors, so that when they do come out, all the oil still on the transmission surface area, machine surface areas, and we don't have to wash it. So anyway, that's a 5-minute video. Apologize for the length, but if you can get us that information off the serial number tag, for a 6,000, an 05, a 10, a 15, a 20, a 30 premium, 6M, 6R, there's probably no way we can't fix you up. You would have a real anomaly probably with the numbers of units that we have. So if we can help you out, let us know.